Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Moy, and welcome to my presentation on the multiverse. Now what is the multiverse, you may ask? The multiverse is a hypothetical collection of potentially diverse observable universes. It doesn't matter. The universe is multiple universes. The multiverse is multiple universes, my bad. What this implies is that everything that has happened can happen again, and everything that hasn't happened can happen. Now why is this important? Because this explains memory phenomenons. What is a memory phenomenon besides me trying to sound smart? An example one is the Mandela effect. Now, many believe that Nelson Mandela, the president of South Africa, died in 1980s in a prison. However, he passed away in 2013, as the article states. This is a very big time gap. How do people get it wrong? Don't know. Many also believe that in Star Wars, Darth Vader told whoever this one is, Luke, I am your father.
He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
It doesn't say Luke there at all. What the? And then in Forrest Gump, many believe he said, life is like a box of chocolates, as the title ensues.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Doesn't say is there at all. So, why do we recall these events? Why do we get events such as these wrong? It is because a different version of ourselves, this is what happened. In a different universe, these are what actually happened. He said life is like a box of chocolates. He says, Luke, I am your father, and he did die in a prison. However, it wouldn't make sense that we're able to recall these and that we get them wrong because, well, we're not in that universe, right? Dreaming. When you dream, what you are doing is you are looking at a different version of yourself. That is why sometimes you will have very wacky dreams where you're getting chased by a clown in the fog or some crazy stuff like that. Or you have very normal dreams. This is because you are looking at a different version of yourself. And this kind of seems a little bit crazy. Why would you even think about it? Why would you even think a dream is like that? However, there's this thing called deja vu. The feeling of already experienced the present situation. What happens is when you dream and you go to a different version of yourself that is very similar to ours, you get deja vu because you have already experienced it in a different universe. And if you recall it or not, doesn't matter. That's why you get the feeling. The feeling is what matters. It's a different you has already experienced it in a verse where you're 1 year off or some crazy other stuff. But you have already experienced it. Now, what else does this entail? The multiverse also can kind of explain the afterlife. I'm not trying to get political here or religious, but what happens when you die? Many believe you go to heaven and hell. Many believe you're reincarnated as a cow. Whatever. What actually happens is when you die, you go to a younger version of yourself. This is why many people believe or state that, oh, I didn't gain consciousness until I was like 3 or 4. It's because you didn't. You weren't actually alive at that time. What happens is that when you die, here, for example, if I were to die right now, kind of crazy, I would just go to a different universe of myself. And this is why sometimes people were able to recall their events as not. Some people will be able to recall events from here, even though you're a child. Kind of crazy. But for example, when I was a kid, I said something that my grandpa there always said. And then my mom was like, how'd you say that? And I was like, I don't know. Here's the thing. I didn't remember that. Now, why didn't I remember that? Because I didn't die yet. I know, it's kind of a bit crazy to think about. However, now, you may be thinking, this really doesn't impact our lives like school would think about. However, it is impacting your life. Because all the theories that you have brought up to this class, everyone, they have already happened, or they have happened, or if you already believe they happened here, whatever, but they have happened. This is because the multiverse, everything that hasn't happened can happen, right? So, that's why some crazy theories like, oh, birds are fake, even though it may be like zero substance to it. It has happened. There were birds watching over people like government spies in a different version of ourselves. It is just when we died, we carried over that memory. And that's why so many people truly believe, besides the fact that a lot of people are just batshit insane, a lot of them actually believe that it happened because it has happened. Crazy to think about, right? Alright. This concludes my presentation. My sources, you just gotta trust me on this one. I really don't know. I made this all up.